made it out now, ready to work.
So I had to go to see the MLK Memorial, and when I got there, I was in for a surprise. I didn't know that this was the National Civil Rights Museum at the Lorraine Motel. No one had never told me that. So, I just wanted to just check it out. I just knew that I wanted to take the picture of the cars, the Cadillac, and everything. And to be able to actually go here and see this after all these years, I've been waiting to go and see this myself. And looked at it many times in history books. But I'm gonna get right into this video. I want y'all to just check it out.
It's on you if it get better or worse. It's up to you, I'm only telling the truth. To make it better or worse, my nigga, you gotta choose. Fuck the beef, my nigga, we need a truce. So we gon' stay at the bottom like some motherfucking roots. And I ain't tryna stay, nigga, I need to make it out. Fuck what you gotta say, haters can never break me down. I know my mama just want me to take the safer route, but I gotta risk it to show them and then I'll take a bow. I need a great amount, like throwing newspapers on porches, I'm on a paper route. I really lived out the reality they be faking about. I used to fall down when it hit.
So, this museum had all kinds of exhibits and just different sections. So, first ones that you come across is the slave trade, and it talks about how much value a slave was worth and how much money they was making with the sugar cane and tobacco and all the different commodities that came with the slave trade. So I just kept on moving through there and I came up on the Rosa Parks exhibit and, the boycott, the bus cop boycott. And then I'm going to keep on going and you're going to get to the Selma, you're going to get to the Freedom Riders, you're going to get to the Black Panther. They had some videos. I went on the tour. I had to see the Rosa Parks bus. I sat in the seat. And even though I don't think this the authentic, the actual bus, it was just to what it represented,
I made it out now, ready to work. I broke away from the curse, got rid of all my always. You can make things better or worse, but at the end of the day, everything's okay. I love my brothers, put my family first. It's on you if it get better.
So, this museum, this was so much information, but I didn't have a lot of time. And I was just really trying to go down through there and just see what this thing was all about. I only hit one part of the museum, but I watched the videos and I had about an hour of time in between me and my cousin. So I just wanted to just go here, be optimistic, keep my mind open, and see what this museum could teach me. And when I got there, to see that it was a lot of people took a stand. Black, white, Indian, all different type of groups. And a lot of people took a lot of punishment for these decisions to take a stand.
Down bad, had my head in the dirt. I lifted up from the ground, I thought it'd be no. I made it out now, I'm ready to work. I broke away from the curse, got rid of all my always. You can make things better or worse, but at the end of the day, everything's okay. I love my brothers, put my family first. It's on you if it get better or worse. It's up to you, I'm only telling the truth. To make it better or worse, my nigga, you gotta choose. Fuck the beef, my nigga, we need a truce. So we gon' stay at the bottom like some motherfucking roots. And I ain't tryna stay, nigga, I need to make it out. Fuck what you gotta say, haters can never break me down.
Yeah, so like I was saying, when you look at all this stuff, you see how tough people really was and what they believed in. When they took a stand, they was willing to die for it. They was willing to deal with all the consequences that came with their decisions. So I'm just sitting back and I'm thinking like, man, how could all these people of the past and all my family and all my relatives go through all this stuff and I'll make the most of the opportunities that's presented to me right now. Even though times may be hard, it don't compare to what they took a stand for and the punishment that they was dealt, all the unfair treatment, And I feel like this for all sides, You know, even if you was of a different nationality, and you may not see pictures of people that relate to you, just to know that your folks had it harder than we have in modern day time. And, you know, just to sit back and squander your opportunities, being a bum, sitting on your ass. You know, this is what my channel is really about, to inspire people and motivate people. And I was really inspired by this whole thing. Like, you know, like, man, you gotta get going. You know, what you waiting for? You keep on waiting, you know, time gonna pass and things won't never change, and you won't be able to make an impact in this world.
In the dirt, I lifted up from the ground, I thought it'd be noise. I made it out now, I'm ready to work. I broke away from the curse, got rid of all my always. You can make things better or worse, but at the end of the day, everything's okay. I love my brothers, put my family first. It's on you if it get better or worse. It's on you if it get worse or better, no need to suffer.
Out of the whole museum, this right here resonated with me. I thought that was a bold statement where it says, you don't fight racism with racism. You fight it with solidarity. You know, standing up for what you believe in and standing solid as a group, and finding like-minded people that's willing to put it all on the line to get what they feel like they, you know, what was right. What y'all owe me, what I deserve, my respect, and I'ma die for it. That's what this whole museum was all about.
In the dirt. You can make things better or worse, but at the end of the day, everything's okay. Everything's okay. Hey. Down bad, had my head in the dirt. I lifted up from the ground, I thought it'd be noise. I made it out now, I'm ready to work. I broke away from the
So it was a couple of just parts of this museum that was definitely about money being made. The slave trade was all about money. But then you get down here to this part right here, where these boys took a stand up there in Memphis about that sanitation, the sanitation boycotts, where it was all about unfair wagers. You know what I'm saying? Like, people weren't getting paid what they was supposed to be getting paid. So it's like, yeah, man, you know, I got responsibility and you ain't paying me. I'm doing what I got to do. As a man, I know exactly, you know, how that feel, like, to not be feeling like you getting paid what you deserve. So yeah, so this definitely was one of those ones, because it's like, I want to make sure that I take care of my employees. I want to make sure that they're happy. I want to make sure that I'm fair about it. So, you know, I look at all that, like all that unfair treatment, and me as an entrepreneur, it was like sitting back thinking like, man, this is crazy.
I made it out now, I'm ready to work. I broke away from the curse, got rid of all my always. You can make things better or worse, but at the end of the day, everything's okay. I love my brothers, put my family first. It's on you if it get better or worse. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. That shit don't sit with me right. Whatever reason it happened for it, and never be right. They taught us we was animals and we can't be.
So this part felt like I was in a funeral home, you know, felt like I was at a wake or something, you know, like his actual Martin Luther King body was there. Even though this was like a remake, this is what, like I say, what all this stuff represents, you know. They had like some Mahalia Jackson playing. It just really was like a really sad place to be at. So I just went ahead, I retained as much information as I could, and I kept it pushing because I just don't really like that negative vibe, you know. It's really sad, but definitely this part was the saddest part of the whole tour. I think the whole thing, I don't know how they made it feel so sad. I don't know.
I love my brothers, put my family first. It's on you if it get better or worse. It's on you if it get. Swear to God, make it worse than ever. I said it's on you if it get worse or better. No need to suffer all alone when we can hurt together. Sometimes the later that it happens, it be worse than ever. I get it all up off the muscle, cause the perks is better, my nigga.